Well, I'm feeling kind of squirrely. I'm sitting on go. I'm 100 amp fuse that's about to blow. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I'm ticking like a bomb right before the explosion. Strapped in, wild-eyed, locked and loaded. I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. Got no blood left, replaced with vibration. Gonna rearrange your alphabet. I'll explain it later, cause I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I can see right through time and space, immortal on this 100,000 gigawatt roller coaster. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. We're all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. 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 Well, I'm feeling kind of squirrely. I'm sitting on go. I'm 100 amp fuse that's about to blow. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I'm ticking like a bomb right before the explosion. Strapped in, wild-eyed, locked and loaded. I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. Got no blood left, replaced with vibration. Gonna rearrange your alphabet. I'll explain it later, cause I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I can see right through time and space, immortal on this 100,000 gigawatt roller coaster. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up.
y'all. Welcome to the Warren County Sports Authority Show here from Studio 605. I am Jeff Simmons, one of your hosts, along with Trevor Evans.
What's up?
What's going on, man? And Coach. You're Coach again this week.
Welcome back, Coach.
Hey, for another week, we got some more coming in.
Before long, you won't be Coach again. But again, too, thanks for everybody for tuning in. And again, if you want to hit the share button, hit the like button, let everybody know that you're spending your Wednesday night with the Warren County Sports Authority, because that's the only way that you should be spending your Wednesday night.
It's the only way to spend the Wednesday afternoon.
Millions of people are doing it.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people spending the Wednesday afternoon. There's people out there that's wondering. I wonder what's going to be said.
Yeah, there's some things.
We bought receipts, people.
I don't know. Plenty of receipts to be had tonight. We're again too. I mean, heck, I just found out this afternoon that we might be the best football podcast in the entire country.
Hey,
high school football.
Been on the message board already popping.
Yep.
Paul Howard says that 5-star running back commits to Tennessee. Did he trail?
Did he
trail?
Yes,
he
did.
Did he trail?
He did. He did trail.
Did he?
Oh.
Hey.
Jamal Lewis 2.0.
Oh.
Good for him.
Tell
him to invest in some O-line, because if not, he ain't getting out of the backfield.
I hear the O-line's a pretty important position.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, they eat first.
They do. Yeah. They should.
All right, folks, again, too, we want to thank our presenting sponsor.
Woo.
On the Warren County Sports Authority. And Trev, you can take it over. Who is our presenting sponsor?
That'd be Predators Barbecue out there on the right, boys. They got the best food there is. That's from lunch to dinner to anything you need. They can do it.
Lunch to dinner, that's for sure. That's their time.
Yeah. They shine.
Have some breakfast over there?
I
bet they kill breakfast.
I bet if they did it, I bet they.
Oh man,
I'm about to talk to Gary tonight.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah, we need to get
one
Gary.
of those Saturday cook-offs and everything when they're there early. Hey, what y'all do for us for breakfast?
Some eggs and some bacon.
Yeah.
No, he smash it.
Smash them.
Hey, whether you're hungry for championship caliber barbecue, there's only one place to go. That is Predators Barbecue, 9576 Manchester Highway, 635-2259. Predators Barbecue has been serving up flavors Warren County loves for years. Whether you're grabbing lunch, feeding the family, or catering your next big event, make it Predators Barbecue. Predators Barbecue proudly serving Warren County, proudly presenting the Warren County Sports Authority. And there was one thing that I did see that I had to take a little bit of umbrage with. There was my parents, a lot of people watch weird YouTube channels now anymore. Now, if you're watching for the first time, if you're ever watching us on YouTube, we're one of those weird channels that people are going to gravitate to as well. 3,000 new followers in the last week.
Oh, I've been told everybody loves my voice.
Yeah, they love listening to you.
But I was watching, my parents brought this up. There's some guy that drives around like Tennessee eating at the most obscure places, and he threw a dart at our state and hit right between Manchester and McMinnville, and he ended up saying, I'm going to go to Manchester because there's nothing between Manchester and McMinnville that's worth eating.
Oh, he missed.
Buddy, you missed.
Oh, you missed.
You missed the best.
Son.
Predators Barbecue,
Yes.
635-2259. We'll be there in a couple hours. Get ready.
Yeah,
sure.
Hey, come visit.
Come visit. Come on.
Get an autograph from Trail. Trail giving away free autographs now.
Hey,
How about
absolutely.
7:15?
Anytime.
And again, too, always light up that Ben Lomond.
You giving away these free concert tickets in the fall? We got any of those?
We might be able to work on
Yeah, we
something.
might work on that. Yeah, you front row seats. What I've been told.
Seats.
I bought them out.
Did you buy them out?
Bought 'em
Sold
out.
out.
Stadium seats.
No, I was in the SRO. I was in the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
We'll get to more of that before it's all said and done. Light up that Ben Lomond Cadet message board. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Oh, we're gonna have a wonderful time.
As we do always. And I'll tell you this much: this business, and we appreciate all the businesses that jump on with us on the Warren County Sports Authority. But this one picked a really good week to do it, because we're going to jump into the last week rewind with a new sponsor.
New sponsor.
I know we put it out
sponsor.
last week and said, hey, we had one sponsorship available before we could even get to the show last week. It was already sold.
Gone.
And that is Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. If you want your property looking its best, call the team at Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. I know that, hey, everybody needs a little bit of pressure washing.
Oh, absolutely.
So, y'all do some pressure washing?
We pressure wash every once in a while. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that has happened before.
Trev?
Yes.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
So that's
You
why
pressure
you
wash,
call
Trev?
somebody.
Yeah.
You pressure wash?
Wash the sidewalk.
Oh, really?
Going up to the house.
I
Yeah.
like that, Trev.
Yeah.
Well, that boy. Well, hey, licensed, insured, and proudly serving Warren County since 2020. They're ready to keep your property looking first class. Give Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing a call today. 931-808-3427. Again, that's 931-808-3427. Proud supporters of Warren County Sports Authority and the Thin Blue Line.
Hey, they were with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah, for sure.
kind of got away and then
Yeah.
decided, you know what, those 3 guys actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably bring some guys to pressure wash.
Yep.
Hey, I hear he probably won't be able to pressure wash downtown.
No.
Like the holes, where does it need? Is it the hole or the lot now?
Yeah, it
the
doesn't matter
lot
what it
turned
is.
back into the hole now. The black hole.
Black hole.
Well, hey, listen, they're the sponsors now of Last Week Rewind. The first thing that we need to go back and do on the Last Week Rewind, Sullins brought this up to me tonight. He said, we got to give some tickets away. I said, buddy, I gave those
Yeah.
tickets away on the Sim and Set show.
Tells you how I keep. Oh, Trail. How many episodes you watch the Sim and Set show since he's been back?
One.
Sure.
One.
Appreciate that. Ticket giveaways. We want to say congratulations to Dara and Kathy. I don't even want the over under. Buy or sell. Trev watches one episode of Simmons Says. Sale.
Yeah.
Again, to Derek Caffey, we already sent those over there. She got 2 season tickets and a parking pass for Warren County football, and she said she was super excited about it. And again, too, that's going to be 6 home games
6 home games.
this year. So
Plus that bowl game.
plus the bowl game.
Yeah.
I don't think that
They don't pay you exactly.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
take that back.
Sorry, Dara,
Take
Dara,
that back.
whichever it is.
Take it back.
You're going to have to get yourself to the bowl game. We apologize.
Bowl
on
games
that.
like that concert, they just don't give those things away.
You know, we might have some acts that are ready that might have been
Yes.
scheduled to perform. Maybe they can play the
Our
halftime
buddy
show.
Johnny Iguana could come in and do some, maybe play the national anthem. With the,
Well, guys, the big thing from the last week, other than this concert series, we'll get to on that before the night's over is, guys, we're famous. We're social media famous right now. I would say our show's social media
we're not.
famous.
hey, boys. We're
Because Gary Rogers.
The guy who sat here last week was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't me.
Yeah, I'm glad that my dad brought this up on the show.
Bro, it was the chair.
He kept saying, he goes, why did Trev sit right underneath? If you look at the video, Sullins is over here on his side. I'm right here. But it's like Trev was glued to my seat. And then Rankin, I told my dad, I said, it was Rankin's aura. He
Yeah.
just
It was.
pushed it. He
was.
just took the entire stage away.
What I was thinking is, Rankin. There was a couple times Coach Rankin, he was about to get fired up, and I thought he might have thrown a blow.
Yeah.
And Trev didn't want to take the full effect. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Don't
There
blame
was a time or two he was close.
He wanted to.
He wanted to go coach mode.
Next
Oh,
time
he
he
wanted
comes
to go
on,
coach mode.
next time he comes on, we'll have to let him know, like, hey, coach,
Yeah.
no holds barred. Just let it go.
Yeah, let it fly, man.
I think he brought his A game though.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
hey,
Yeah.
he's a natural, boys.
Oh, that's some of the comments that I've been laughing about, but I also, too, am 100% behind if anybody can get that. If that happens, is I saw one person say that McAfee needed to get him on his show.
Yes.
And I think this morning someone tagged Bussin' with the Boys.
Yes.
That'd
and
be-
said, y'all got to get them on there.
be
And
legit.
I said, hey, look, he'd be fantastic.
Nobody tagged us. Did y'all notice that?
But a lot of people shared it.
Yeah, they
but
just share it.
They didn't tag us.
They tag us.
No, but I just we sit there. Thursday night, we knew something had happened. And that was when I think it was Kyle Long. I messaged y'all
Yeah.
Yeah.
and said, boys, I think something's about to happen here. They're like, what's up? I said, Kyle Long, NFL player, NFL Today, has shared one of our stories. And that was the one that we all thought was going to.
It
The
took
moment
off.
we left
Absolutely.
that night, we're like, that story about the Lebanon heart attack,
Yes.
the fake heart
One
attack,
of the greatest
was going to be,
stories ever.
Yeah.
it's going to be colossal.
Yes.
What we didn't know is everybody loves that O-line.
Shout out to the O-line.
Simmons made a mistake in his life.
He
He
sh-
stuck it out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day of
Yeah.
practice, if he stuck it out.
One full day of
People
practice.
love
is all-
those guys.
That's all I had in me, man.
I mean, think about it. You probably wouldn't be drinking Diet Coke. It'd be a lot more biscuits, free biscuits. Free Diet Coke.
free Chick-fil-A biscuits, man. A little bit of fruit from the Kroger, maybe. Yeah, no,
I'd have been a kickoff team guy for sure.
That's a great story, too.
It was.
I've still, as those have went through, and I know that there's probably people watching this show right now that are sitting there thinking, "Where's Rankin at?"
Yes.
Can we
Yeah,
get
what
him
are we
back?
doing?
Well, again, we will have more people on, including we will talk a little bit more. About
Oh,
that.
we got some coming now.
Yeah. Oh, we got some. We got
some
we
coming.
got some big time coming there. Glad to be back with the WCSA. He says Matt Brown and the Ben Lomond Connect message board again. There he is with.
Appreciate
Blue
me,
Line
MB.
Person. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And again, also that main that get on that Ben Lomond Connect message board because there's some things. There's gonna be
yeah.
plenty more. I
but-
told him Franklin Fisher said.
I
told him what?
when you had Fish on,
Yeah.
We got a little sequel of that story a little bit. That,
let's
let's get in that a little bit.
Because over the last week, that was one of the big stories that came out was the fact that Coach Rankin said the whole thing about if you weren't watching last night, just to sum it up, they went to Lebanon and he said it was the only time he was ever part of a game where they ran it up.
Yeah, he says Bobby Newby flat out ran it up
because their coach tried to fake a heart attack to warm him up. And I will also say there were some people on our Instagram that said we're from Lebanon. That never happened.
I'd forget about that too.
I talked to a guy who has in his profile Broadcasting Sports Hall of Fame from Tennessee, who may or may not work in the Wilson County area.
Yes.
And he said 1979, that guy was gone like 6 hours after he finished an 0-10 season. He gave me the. I don't want to put out too much, but he said that happened.
I think you can look it up. I think his name's Fred Gibson.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, it was.
I think he sold. Did he not say he sold Amway out of the trunk? That's okay. That's classic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, get through a football practice, go sell a kid some Amway.
He also may or may not have told a story that said that the coach had already previously been in trouble because a guy got kicked out of a game, so he swapped jerseys and tried to put him in a different jersey anonymously.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't believe that doesn't happen more.
Especially in football. Like, it got helmets on.
I've always thought, too, the funniest thing to me would be if you had twins.
Yeah.
And one of them was much better than the other one, especially like in basketball. And all of a sudden at halftime, you were like, hey, listen, you can foul as much as you want.
You talking about the female twins that are much better?
Any. I'm just talking about any.
You probably know the twins I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But if you're talking about, if you had identical twins on a basketball team, I would just say, hey, look, you don't have to worry about fouls.
Yes.
We'll just switch y'all at halftime.
I like it.
If you pick up 4 fouls in the first half, we'll switch y'all. It'll be all right. Nobody would
But
ever
from my understanding, Lebanon figured out pretty early this guy's not alive, but we got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing was nobody wanted to even claim who hired this guy. Was what I was talking to. Who gave him the keys?
Not me.
Wasn't me.
Not me. No.
Kind of resembles
was
the concept.
that was-
Like, it ain't got nothing to do with
That's
this.
the Spider-Man meme.
Sydney said it, and the heart attack story was wild. Well, he also said that was the only time he was ever part of a game where he said the coach ran up the score.
Yeah. Fish may disagree.
Not so fast, man. Says Coach Franklin Fisher, who came on the Simmons Says show on Monday, and he told us a little story. We put out it was in '94, which was wrong.
It's wrong. It's in 92.
It
92.
It was in 1992 where Warren County lost 72-0. Fish is in the comment. He's like, again, why do you
have to do
Come
this?
on, yeah.
But he told the story that there was a reverse
Yeah.
pass
Yes, to end the game.
with no time left on the clock for the last touchdown. I'm like, you can't say you're not running up the clock.
Situational football, man.
Had to know if that play
Hey,
worked.
you got to let your 3s and 4s work. You know what I mean? You never know when the 3s need to reverse pass to win it.
My favorite part about the whole thing, we clipped it out, posted it on it, and then Gary Rankin liked it. So Rankin, I think, was like, I saw that.
Yeah.
Good job on that. If the next time he comes in, we might have to bring him in like an hour earlier and bring in the Bennetts and the Fishers and all those guys, because I know if you got all of them together, the stories that they would they would all collectively remember. I mean, we might get 2 million views off of that, but no,
let's do it.
It was a fantastic time, and everybody out there. And again, too, thank y'all so much for everybody that has shared, liked, reached out.
Absolutely.
I was
been
I was
awesome.
just eating lunch today, and I had a person come up and like, dude, they're like, I didn't realize y'all were that big time. I was like, what do you mean?
Well,
they were like, I saw it. The funniest one was, they said, I saw Rankin and thought, damn, he's coming to Coach Warren County. I said, no, it's not.
Not so fast.
No, he's not.
There was also someone that asked in there, they're like, you think if we built a stadium, Gary Rankin would come? And I was like, no. Not at all, but thanks for that.
Yep.
Then that was also, third team has to practice those trick plays.
Hey, they do.
You just never know, Coach.
JV guys.
Exactly.
The JV guys got to work on those trick plays.
One thing that I think was wild when you're talking to Coach Rankin, he's at ease doing this.
Oh, it was so easy.
I mean, and I didn't know. I mean, we know him. We knew of him.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would be that good
Yeah.
with a mic.
Yeah.
I mean, he is as solid as anybody we've ever brought in. But as far as us being big time, I didn't realize how big time we were until ESPN laid off half their people yesterday to hire us.
Yeah, they've called.
Yeah, they called. So we do appreciate
We're
that.
in negotiations.
Yes, we're in negotiations as we speak.
They know how to negotiate.
Well, how many times?
Hey, and we also learned. No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
Appreciate that, Trev.
Hey, Trev, if you get a million likes, can you actually make some coin?
Yeah, you
Were
can.
we told one time that you can't make money off likes?
I believe that's what was said.
Interesting.
That's
we'll
weird.
get to there later too.
Yeah, huh.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure. Huh.
That definitely was brought up at one point.
Yeah.
And I think that was wrong. I think that was wrong statement.
Well,
what was
if
y'all's
you
favorite
only get
question?
56,000 views your whole month, you ain't gonna make no damn money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was doing that like every 30 minutes of the night.
Still are, I think. What's been y'all's favorite question or anything that we got left unanswered through the last week? Because I know that y'all been getting comments left and right. I know. I have every
Oh,
single day
absolutely.
I've went out in public. Is hey this, hey that. What was y'all's favorite question or anything in the There's some wild comments.
Some wild comments.
Some wild. We don't have to get all.
You know how you get some wild comments on some of this McMinnville controversy?
Yeah.
You go big time with those kind of reels and those type things, the comments get even
Yeah.
wilder. You know what I mean? I won't keep your kids away from it.
Yeah, well, the best ones too are the ones where like, oh, this coach has no idea what he's talking about. I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever, whatever, Surfer Star 62.
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
I want
I'm sure you
to.
can
I
coach
want
better
to
than Gary
be
Rankin.
like, hey, Google him real
Yeah,
quick.
Google
Every
me.
single I was like, y'all don't read captions at all.
Well, and then some guys that I guess they had played for Lebanon like 2 or 3 years ago, man, we beat the crap out of these dudes. And I want to be like, yeah, not in 1979, okay?
Yeah, I promise you, it did not happen in 1979. Any other comments that y'all saw over the last week?
Today I heard from Coach Dylan Cruz. He was here
Yeah.
my freshman year. He was at Lewis County, now he's at Stewart's Creek. A guy he was on staff with at Lewis County had sent him a clip, and he was like, yeah, I know those guys. I taught him his freshman year. And I guess he was on staff with Rankin at one point, either at Riverdale or Smith County, and he was a special teams coach. And as far as the kicking, and he said one game we allowed a special teams touchdown. He said, I thought we were all going to get fired.
Hey man, he was not playing
Well,
around anything. Yeah, coach.
the one thing, there was a comment or two that I liked. A guy that I graduated with, Matt Snow, who played for Coach Fisher, who was very complimentary of Coach Fisher.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was on Rankin staff with in some of the state title runs. Just very complimentary of how we allowed Coach Rankin to be him.
Yeah.
We didn't do we just let Coach Rankin be Coach Rankin.
Yeah.
I was in awe the entire
Yeah.
time. I did have a couple coaches that we've reached out to and said, "Hey, come on the show," and they want to come on.
Yeah.
But one of the comments is, "I'm not following him.
It's tough
Maybe in a
being-
month,
Right.
but I'm not coming in this week."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, we'll take the bullet.
Yeah.
We'll let Chris Stanford shoot at us this week."
Shots fired, man. Shots fired. Jocelyn
He never
from the
hits
Bid Love
anybody.
Connect message board said, "Love the story about the backup quarterback's father passed away. Mother asked if he could still play. Had to go into the game. Unbelievable." Yeah, we left. I mean, the cutting table. I was like, man, I could post 6 a day for a week.
That being said, there was some of those stories, like the heart attack story. You didn't know which way it was
No.
going.
Yeah.
When he talked about the backup quarterback, and he said that the family, only somebody in the family could have shot him. I was
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, is he fixing to say the backup quarter? I mean,
Yeah.
I
Your mind's
was
going.
hanging on every word, but your mind's branching in different directions.
I was like, yeah. When he said that, I was like, oh my god, he's really gonna tell. He's telling this on air.
Well,
Yeah.
when he started the heart attack story, and he said, "Yeah, the only time we ever ran the score up, team's coach had a heart attack." I'm like, Jesus, man.
Hey,
We got the film. We can go back and look. Trev's like,
I'm sitting there when he says that, I'm going, man, I knew Newbie was tough, but that is a different level.
I'm looking at Connor and I'm.
well, I will say the one thing, and this is the last thing for the last week rewind. There was one topic that we posted, goes up there, and it just and went nowhere. The man said we needed to build a stadium, and everybody's like, well, nah, don't worry about that.
Hey, we believe in everything you do. That's not happening.
That That got completely washed
I bet
out.
there's a lot of people involved in the school system going, "Oh, this
Yeah.
is not going to work."
How about that O-line?
Post the Chick-fil-A story again.
Maybe we just need to move the high school back to from the middle school. You know what I mean? Just switch them.
Ask him how he thinks about the TSSAA. Please don't. Well, maybe not that. All right, well, hey, listen, well, that actually leads to the next topic. That is under construction.
Yes.
With Ryan Lawrence.
Woo!
Trev, what we know about Ryan
Hey,
Lawrence?
he does it all. And when it comes to custom home, if you need it built, he can do it. Jeff, you have his phone number, so go ahead and give the people that because I don't know it off the top of my head.
Why do you not know? You got to know.
I mean,
that.
you're Ryan Lawrence's go-between, man.
I have his contact, his caller ID. I don't need to know.
Oh, you just Ryan Lawrence Construction?
Yeah.
Hey, what does it say, Ryan Lawrence? Or does it have something like Dream Builder or hey, one of these days or something like that?
One of these
days I'll be able to afford something that he builds.
Hey, if you're looking to build your dream home in Warren County, and Ryan Lawrence
these
Custom
days.
Homes is a premier choice for quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether you're starting from the ground up or bringing visions to life, Ryan delivers home built to last. Give him a call today at 931-259-0023 and start building something truly yours. You think that's right?
That's it.
Trev just figured it out. He's like, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Whatever he just said.
We love our boy
Yep,
Ryan
and,
Lawrence. I bet Ryan Lawrence could build a football stadium.
I bet he could. And shout out Jamie. She celebrated her birthday, the big 5-0.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, let me.
Trev said that. Trev said that, Jamie. So if you want to
Hey,
smack somebody, smack Trev.
All Trev.
I would talk to her that last week. It's all good.
Yeah, good on that one. Well, Coach, you put this out there.
Yep.
If you were constructing the ideas of the TSSAA and who should be in that brain trust, who are you putting in there? Because I think that we got this asked a lot. Do you really think Coach Rankin will coach again? And I said this. In the right situation, yes.
I do.
But I think you had a better idea for if you were the state of Tennessee running the TSSAA.
If you listen to Coach Rankin, you can tell how passionate he is about coaching, but he's also passionate about high school football. And he's had that passion for well over 4 decades now. He is concerned, don't take my word for it, listen to the man. He is very concerned about the direction of high school football. As he should be. We all know how the TSSAA has changed. It's having to change. He doesn't think that change is probably being overseen the right way. I think when I'm listening to Coach Rankin, he's a guy that if you're going to go through the changes that the TSSAA is going through with some of the stipulations they're putting in when it comes to recruiting and the issues that go along with that, I think at some point in time, and we talked to Coach Ballou a little bit about this on the coaches show, at some point in time, you're going to have somebody that's in charge of that. Coach Rankin made the comment, he's not big on self-reporting. A lot of schools are not going to be big. I'll be honest, a lot of times I don't get out of my car and go over to the state trooper and say, hey, I was running 78. Will you write me a ticket? I feel bad.
Yeah.
So self-reporting's not something that a lot of teams are going to do. A lot of teams, when they self-report, a lot of it has to do with, hey, we're going to turn you in, you better self-report.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to put somebody in charge of these type of situations. I think Gary Rankin needs to be the czar of Tennessee high school football for these reasons.
Love that idea.
There's nobody that's more well respected in high school football right now than Coach Gary Rankin. If you don't believe it, go back and just listen to him.
Yeah.
Look at the shares.
Look at the shares. Look at who said, hey, that man understands
The comments.
this. He's got a common sense approach to how this should work.
Yeah.
I think if I'm coaching football and Coach Gary Rankin tells me that I've been punished, okay with it because I probably have done something wrong.
Right.
He speaks in ways where everybody will have to listen. I do believe at some point the TSSAA is going to have to. They're trying to put some teeth into some of this.
Yeah.
But you've got to have some enforcement. I think he would be a guy over the next 5 to 10 years, if you could get him in that situation, he would be somebody that teams would go to and say, this is happening.
Yep.
We need you to fix it. He would fix it.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I think there's some things that he believes structurally that
Yes.
need to change beyond just the recruiting.
Yes.
And you got the paper out right beside you right now about the new violations and the levels and things like that. I think he has some thoughts about classifications that would be very interesting to hear. He's done the public, he's done the private thing. He has a little bit of an insight there. And as he said, I know everybody's going to say, and he even brought that up that he at one point he said I kind of stopped going to TSSAA meetings because people were telling me, oh, you're Coach Rankin, you don't deal with the everyday problems. The guy went to Smith County and lost his first 10 games as a head coach. He understands what it's like coaching in smaller rural communities, and he's coached in the big urban cities. Like he's seen a little bit of everything at this point.
Not only that, and one statement I think that gets overlooked when he's talking the other night, he made a comment that I fully believe in. He said no matter how successful you are, you're still going to have issues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Problems are still going to arise. Now, does winning cure a lot of issues? Yes. But when it comes to players and some of those things, you still have them. I think he's got a grasp of how the classifications have got way too large.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you need to put that back in the bottle. And I do believe he would be he's somebody if he walks in a room and says, hey, we need to go back to 4 to 5 classifications. I think it passes pretty quick because he'd be a hard man to go against when it comes to those type debates.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, more than that too is I would just be curious. I mean, we have multiple coaches there that watch our shows. Are y'all big believers about what's going on? Because I mean, I think Coach Blue sums it up a lot. Is there's two things that people as coaches right now seem to want to look for. They either want competitive balance or they want restricting travel. But it's hard to do both. Well, I feel like in some aspects it's getting harder and harder to do both. The more classifications and the more that you have to split. Because I think the point was made multiple times is how many times are these teams driving past teams that they could be playing to have to go play somebody else because they're 5A and we're 6A. Or they're 4A and we're 5A, so we don't. I mean, we're talking about the differential, and there might be people out there. There might be some coaches that would say completely opposite. Say, man, we love it. It's helped us, and we'll drive as far as we have to. If we have to go from East Tennessee to West Tennessee, we'll do it. If it means our chance to win a championship, I'd just be curious to know. But I think you're right. If Gary Rankin comes out and says this, and this.
You kind of saw that a little bit with what he talked about at Boyd Buchanan when they said, hey, the private schools, some of them are going to play these teams, and he stepped up and he said, I'm not doing it. Yeah. And then they quickly changed it. It's obviously they would listen if they put him in that position, and like you said, there's nobody better. I mean, heck, you could hear about how he talked. He's been successful at every level, and he still wants to coach. So that means he still cares. But then when you asked him, what do you do for fun to get away? And he kind of said, I mean, yeah, we do this, and this to get away. But if you really listen to him, he said, we didn't get away. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't tell me that guy doesn't want to be involved in some way.
Yeah, well, again, too, we have a couple more things that we can get to when it comes to classifications and talks about that and the buy or sell. But before we get into that, let's debut a new one, Connor.
Got a new one.
You got a little bit of a splash and go for us over there.
Got a new spot.
Yeah, Sullins, you want to tell us what we're going to be doing with Splash and Go? First, tell us a little bit about Splash and Go.
Splash and Go. Our buddy Randy Nyland.
Yes.
Does a wonderful job of cleaning up vehicles, and hey, he does a lot of those things throughout the week in this community, right up there by Bobby Ray.
Yep.
He came after Coach Rankin came to town, big believer in Coach Rankin. He said, "Hey, I want back on the show." Remember, Randy was a day one. He was an OG.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of like Matt. Hey, I got to get back on that.
Yep.
Randy each week or every month says, "Hey, I want to give away something." And he says, I want to give away a car wash. Each week, he said, hey, or each month.
Yep.
Every month, we're going to have a trivia question on the last week of the month, last Wednesday of the month. You get that trivia question right, you're going to get your car washed for free up there at Splash and Go.
Yep.
Did I mess up?
No, you had a great.
Washed.
You said what? The moment you said that, that's what Trev said. He goes, earlier, someone was talking about how Chris talking. He goes, wait till they hear how he says wash.
Wash.
Go ahead. No, guys.
So,
I didn't mean to cut your legs off.
what's our trivia question this week for the Ben Lomond Connect? First person gets it right.
First person gets it right in the Ben Lomond Connect.
Free car wash.
If nobody gets it right, we'll clip it out, and someone's going to get this answer right.
yeah.
Somebody
But
get a free car
someone's going
wash.
to get this one. We're going to keep it pretty simple. Garrett Rankin
Yes.
was on the coaching staff with a pretty successful player, and he brought him up a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
In Warren County, and that was Jeff Womack.
Jeff Womack.
Jeff Womack has some records.
Just a couple.
We're gonna ask the easy one.
Yes.
How many yards did Jeff Womack finish with in his high school career? This is stuff that you can find.
Yes.
If
3
you
years.
can find
3-year
it,
high school
in a
career.
in a 3-year high school career, how many rushing yards did Jeff Womack have? If you get that answer correct, and you are the first person to get it correct in our message board, the Ben Lomond Connect message board,
Delivering
you will get
internet
a
at speed of
car
light.
wash from Splash and Go.
And you can't beat getting it.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Trev, don't you feel better when your car's washed?
when you
washed?
get a hold of Randy and he details your ride,
Yeah.
it looks better than when it came off the lot.
I mean, makes you feel good. Your
Oh,
blood pressure
yeah.
probably goes
Yeah,
down.
it goes down. Yeah.
I mean, everything's just good.
Can he
everything.
get all the Sonic wrappers out and everything too?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But Randy can do it.
I think he could.
He could do it.
Please turn the Sonic cup the right
Oh,
way.
my
Yeah, come on, hey, hey.
That's very important.
If you don't know, Jeff has a side deal with
Yeah,
Sonic.
yeah, he's
He-
five-figure
he
side
won't-
deal.
He won't tell us.
Yeah, that's
but
the
it's
reason we
there.
can't go to ESPN because they're not sponsored by Sonic.
No.
What you got?
You think you can get the smoke yellowing off the driver's side of my window?
I think he could.
That'd be tough.
He tried.
He really would try.
Hey, Randy will come pick your car
He
up,
will.
deliver it
He
back.
will. He's done it. He's done it for
Done
me.
it many times.
Yeah.
Are producers eligible to win this free car wash?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Absolutely.
Jeff, tell me the answer after the show.
Well, I think we got a winner.
Yeah, I think we do.
Already?
Do we not? Kevin
I
Rowland.
think he's got it. Yeah.
Kevin Rowland.
Come on,
he,
C-Dog.
he beat her boy Chris Terry.
He did.
Terry tried to come in there. I think he wanted his tour bus marks.
Terry had that bad internet on the bus. Come on! Come on!
That's bad when you have it bad. See, he wasn't local. You know what I mean? Didn't have that Ben Lomond. Speed of life.
Wow.
Kevin Rowland
Yeah.
gets his car washed for free. That'd be WARSHED. Washed.
Kevin Rowland, congratulations again. That is, we said 3 years, folks.
3 years.
That's
If
insane.
you're out there and thinking, man, 6,450 yards,
Yes.
and you're like, oh, well, people, Derrick Henry did 10,000. Yeah, he did. That's correct. He did that in 3 years.
That's insane.
He rushed for 2,500 yards in a year. He
What-
still holds the all-time record for carries that Chris Terry just
If there's
broke.
Yeah,
one thing
he's
I
trying.
wanted to bring up
Yeah. Next week, next
to
month.
Coach Rankin when he was talking about the Bobby Newby run-up story.
Yeah.
Jeff Lee brought up a great point in the Ben Lomond message board that I think is accurate about that game. That is the only game in Jeff Womack's history that he didn't gain 100 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I think he ended with either 96 or 98 because I believe, I could be wrong, I think,
A penalty.
no,
Oh.
I don't think he played after the first half.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
Oh.
He didn't go back in the ball game.
Yeah.
Which kind of tells me
That's
he didn't run it
insane.
up
He
as
didn't
bad.
really.
Yeah, he could have really ran it up.
He didn't have Jeff Womack in on the last play of the game running a reverse pass touchdown. Sorry, coach.
How bad would you feel knowing that Jeff Womack didn't gain 100 yards and that was the only game ever?
Yeah. I thought that question was going to take a lot longer to answer.
No, our fans have came to work
Yeah.
on the Ben Lomond
They
Connect
have.
message board.
Yeah, Ben Lomond.
Yeah.
Hey, and they're not coming in there saying happy birthday and good morning and
No, yeah.
hey, they actually give us information.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the
Yeah,
point.
that would
And
be that would be tough, man. I mean, you kept CJ from getting 40.
Woo! What?
Okay, Trev.
Go ahead. Oh, you're going to have to answer that one.
That would have been
one camera.
that would be running it up, Trev. We'd already won.
I'm just saying.
I didn't want him to miss the last three.
He wasn't missing.
He wouldn't miss. Okay. Yes, I didn't let him get 40 one night.
I don't even. What game would that even
East
be?
Hamilton.
East Hamilton game.
He had a wide open three in the corner, and CJ turned and looked, and someone said no, and
Better not.
he had 37.
Trev still remembers that stuff.
Wow. Again, thank you to the people on the Ben Lomond
Next.
Connect message board. America turns 250 this summer, and Ben Lomond Connect, they're celebrating red, white, and you through their customers' trust in Ben Lomond Connect. They keep our communities connected, streaming, gaming, working, and learning across thousands of homes. Now it's time to celebrate together from May through July, and it is still July. One random winner will be drawn each month, winning $250 in cash. Just email marketing.
money.
Cash. Just email marketing at benlomond.org with any photo for your household and a quick note about how Ben Lomond Connect has made a difference in your home or community. Happy birthday, America. Join BLC as they celebrate red, white, and you. Ben Lomond Connect, delivering that internet.
At the speed of life.
Attaboy. How do we come through our trail?
Yeah, Ben Lomond Connect message board. Josh Winfrey says he did not play in the second half, and he said Trey Butler said
That's
that Russian
insane.
record is safer than Cal Ripken's Iron Man. The overall carries in a season,
Yes.
it's 441
41.
in a season. I mean, 15 games, that's 30 carries a game. They're not doing that.
No.
There's not a coach that would do that anymore.
Here's what's so
No,
impressive
this is crazy.
about what Jeff did, and it's you can't wrap your head around it. CJ, who had a phenomenal high school career,
Incredible.
I think he ended with 3,000
On the
yards.
dot.
Okay,
And we might have had to
he
find
would have to double that, and he's still short.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jeff Womack has more rushing
3
yards
years.
in Warren County than number 2 and number 3 combined.
combined.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Another fun fact on that: CJ is not the number 2 rusher in Warren County history.
No.
Who is number 2?
That's Caleb Northcutt.
Yeah, Caleb Northcutt.
Yeah, they're. I think combined. I think they're at
I coulda got that
6,100.
one. I coulda got
You
that.
already got that one?
Yeah.
Winfrey, I think you could be a little wrong, Winfrey. I think he had 96 yards. I think I've heard people say it was 96 yards and he didn't go back in the ball game.
Should let him get the first drive.
Hey,
Yeah. One
I mean,
carry.
the guy faked a heart attack, man. You got to
Yeah, come
go.
on.
He let him get 350.
Well
Hey,
deserved.
hey, that's what that coach was going for.
Well-
we might lose. He's not getting 100.
Hey,
broke
pulled
his
it off.
100 streak.
Pulled it off.
He's still, to this day, he's probably telling people,
Fred,
Jeff
get-
Ballman didn't get 100 on us.
And we held him to 96 that night. Man, almost killed me, but
That's not making a good decision on the field right there for that.
No.
But hey, if you want to make a good decision and a right investment off the field, you can get the buy or sell segment.
Woo.
And you need to talk to Daryl Cook with First Mortgage. Buying or refinancing can feel overwhelming if you don't know what to expect. But when you've got someone walking you through every step, it's a whole lot easier. If you're ready to get started, give Daryl a call at 931-743-5563. You can shoot him an email at dcook@fnbmt.com. That's Daryl Cook, NMLS number 2359079 with First Mortgage, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, he sponsors the buy or sell segment. Guys, we were just Jeff was as big as his offensive line barrel. I saw that. I thought you were talking about
Me too. I was like,
Damn, Barry.
dang.
What did I do?
And then I was like, oh, he's talking about Jeff Womack.
So, golly. First one on the buy or sell. And we were talking about classifications just a second ago. This is going to be something that I don't think it's going to be something that overshadows the season, but it's going to be in the back of everybody's head the entire time. Buy or sell, Warren County is back in a region and back in a classification in 2027. Buy or sell.
I'll sell.
Yourself?
I'll sell.
You think they stay in their own region for a couple more years?
Yep.
Why?
Just because they're trying to build numbers and continue growing the program, which I think they've done over the last couple of years, but I think it'll take a couple more years to hopefully get back to where they want to go.
Buying or selling?
that they're back in.
That they're back in.
They're back in. I'm buying.
You're buying it. You're buying. You buy that they join their back end region play next year.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm very curious. I think there's a lot of things that are being weighed right now.
Yes, and I think
if here would be all right, buy or sell. If Warren County's back in there, there's only 5 classifications publicly, public classifications in 2027.
buy.
Yeah.
So you buy both. of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's going to have to be a change here. I think the state of Tennessee is going to have to make some changes, or else you're going to see what we talked about with Coach Kerry Rankin last week: 25 to 30 teams. I think that's a conservative number right now in the state of Tennessee about the teams that are going to say, if you put us in these classifications, I saw Aaron Blaylock talk about this, and even though I know she said it was for volleyball, we pass same classifications to compete in our district. Yeah. It makes zero sense. It's not football, but it's one of those two issues that you mentioned. There's going to be enough of these schools that are going to say, I don't like the schedule you're making me. I don't like the opponents that you're making me face. We'll do this ourselves. And they're going to look at a team like Warren County that went 6-5 last year and said, those guys look like they were having a blast. Our kids want to do that. Mm-hmm. I think there's going to be a chance. I think there's a big chance that happens between next year.
Okay. I'm buying unless the TSSAA, and I think the next 3 to 4 months are going to be critical when it comes to TSSAA as far as some mindset. I think there's
some messaging too.
You could go back to 6. You could go back to 5. I think that there's a chance that you could almost say we're going to have a group that will compete for something that is not a state title. We're going to have a bowl type series.
Yeah, bowl subdivision.
Yeah, subdivision
like
that basically has nothing to do with a state championship. That will have something to do with it. I think the season that the Warren County Pioneers football team will have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
If they see 7, 8 wins, there's going to be people who are saying we've got to get back to that. Right now, I would say buy. But that being said, I'm not going to disagree with Trev a lot, just based on I think that answer can change every day.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of how the wind blows. I think you ask 10 people, you get 5 different, 10 different answers.
Yeah.
Well, last thing. Now I kind of think we've covered everything. Tennessee State football. So last buy or sell, and you brought this one up. I think this will be very interesting. As we're talking about people trying to change classifications or change how everything's decided, in 36 months, is the SEC part of college football as we see it now, or are they their own entity? Buy or sell? In 36 months. 36 months. By 2030.
I think that's a buy for this reason. I think the SEC is putting out some feelers of, could we be our own entity and somehow, some way generate the amount of revenue that we need to. Because I think they have some huge concerns of how the NCAA works. I don't think these are private or just nonchalant conversations. They're doing some due diligence and some research to see, can the SEC be its own entity and not compete? One of these conferences is going to do this.
Yeah. I think the SEC will be the first. I just don't think it will be in 3 years. But I think it'll definitely happen for a lot of the reasons that Coach just brought up. But I definitely think the conversations are happening behind closed doors, and they're very serious conversations. It's not something that's just being brought up like, well, what if? I think they're breaking down the numbers to see.
Yeah, I'm going to slightly sell this, and I'm just because of how I asked the question. I don't think the SEC alone is its own entity in 4 years.
You think?
But I do think that you're going to, at some point, you're going to see SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10 type deal, and they're basically going to say, we're going to take the top 64, and we're going to do our own thing.
We're going to be a super conference.
And I think that could be the next step.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be, or maybe it's just the SEC and the Big 10 and just say, we're doing this together.
Yeah.
Screw everybody else. We're the best of the best when it comes to football. We'll do it. But I do think that we're getting closer and closer to that landscape of college football completely changing.
Buy or sell. There are people that really, really want to sponsor this show or advertise on the show in a bad way.
I'm buying.
Buy.
Sorry about that.
Do we need
a pause?
I mean, I was about to take a break anyways. Do we need to get an ad read ready to go?
Sorry about that, but that had to be answered.
Oh no, I understand, man, completely. I appreciate that. And we do have advertising. I mean, the one thing that I would say 100%. If you have a video ad, we can incorporate that quickly, very, very quickly.
Hey, let's just go out on a limb here. When 1 million people see your stuff versus 242 for 2 weeks, 1 million beats 242 every time in paper, rock, scissors.
It does.
Every time.
I may not be great at the business thing, but I can do that math.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Trev, you are pretty good.
Hey, do you know how many dollars you make off of 242 views?
Zero.
I'm going to keep bringing
Yeah,
it up
me
till the
too.
cows
You
come
should.
home.
Hey, and I can tell you how to avoid disaster. Is that where you were going?
No,
or-
not yet. Not yet. I like
My
that,
bad.
though.
I was
like
trying.
that. No,
You
but I
tried
wanted to
hard.
say you're pretty good about picking a power broker.
Yeah.
Oh!
When you think of power, think of your friends at Napa Store or Burstable Highway. If you need some extra juice, you can think of the powerful Legend batteries. Have you overpowered that hydraulic hose in your life? I haven't. But I
have.
could. You have.
I bet backing up Terry's. He's overpowered some
yeah.
hydraulic hoses.
Oh,
yeah, I bet he has.
absolutely. He absolutely. Thank,
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, appreciate you shouting us out.
Yes, sir,
from Denver.
brother.
Yeah.
Napa professionally builds Gates hydraulic hoses while you wait. And if you need stronger power tools, Napa has powerful stuff like Carlisle, Ingersoll Rand, and Milwaukee power tools. Feel free to call 931-474-6272 for more information. Napa, proud supporter of Trev's TNT Power Broker of the Week. And go get you a hat. We got a
Yes.
few
Get
of
you a
them.
hat. Hey,
Go over there and tell them
that-
you're a big WCSA fan.
You got to step your
Yeah.
game up now too, Trev, because now Thomas he's supporting
He's with-
both
yeah,
shows.
He's backing up Terry.
Yeah, he's saying, "Hey, I like both those guys."
Well,
Yep.
back to school's in full go mode. So I want to give a shout out to Westwood Church of Christ and what they did this past Saturday,
Oh, great.
passing out 760 backpacks to kids in this community to have them fully prepared for the school year.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yes,
and also to just to piggyback on that, because Trev, that's great.
Yeah.
and they're our next door neighbors over here.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
job by Westwood Church of Christ. Great job by everybody that's doing
Involved.
Because
Yeah.
everybody that's doing that over there is Westwood. Everybody that's doing because there's other organizations
Yes.
that I think they're
Yes.
doing. Young Men United, I think, had one at Bernard over the weekend as well. I just was made aware that I think they're having another one this weekend
Awesome.
over at Nilo's.
Nilo.
I think one of our coaches or a soccer coach and referee is trying to help them out. So there are things that are going on, and this is very needed. I mean,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think the line. The only
Yes.
thing that was the only thing that could even rival the popularity of the Warren County Sports Authority in the last week was the Westwood giveaway from Saturday because there was people lined up over there. I don't know if they had 1 million.
I don't know.
They had close.
It was close.
And, and I think they helped as many people as they possibly could.
Yes.
Hey, those people help as many people as that come through. If they come through the door, they're helping.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to give shout out to somebody like Ann's and her mother and all the people because
Coordinated
that is an undertaking.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a ton of preparation, a ton of supplies have to be bought. And we've got you can't do that with 2 or 3 people. Ann's, hey, we're not going to bully you tonight,
Yeah.
Ann's. Great job.
Yeah, shout out
Great
to
job.
Ann's and everyone.
Yeah,
that put
Deborah
that on.
Evans on the Ben Loming message board also said Iron Tusk Tattoo and Piercing has done that. Hey, if you got more than there, we
Let us
have
know.
we have no problem to give a free shout out on that. Also, too, want to go into very quickly to do one more. We are going to take a break here in a second, but I do want to get to one more of our advertisers. And that is Circle J Tree Farm for the roots of success. Just like the strongest trees don't grow overnight, neither do great athletes. This segment shines a spotlight on the players, coaches, and teams whose hard work, commitment, and perseverance are paying off. Here's this week's Circle J Tree Farm Roots for Success. And there's the one that I'm going to give out to everybody. Coach, you did this one a few weeks ago. And there was a very popular person in the community who had passed away, who developed Wilma Henniger passed away yesterday, Tuesday, July 21st. And I'm reading from her obituary that says, a member of the Mount Leo Church of Christ, she served as a coach and a commissioner for Warren County Youth T-ball, baseball, and softball for over 25 years. Wilma owned and operated Leslie's Trophies for over 30 years. And guys, we talk about Hall of Famers all the time on this program. Coach Fisher's a Hall of Famer. Gary Rankin's a multi-time Hall of Famer. We're going to have more Hall of Famers. Wilma Henniger's in the Warren County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Her and her husband, Leslie. And again, too, I think they even have there's some fields over there at the city leagues. And this was something that I thought was very interesting. I went back and read because we have a Hall of Famer coming on the show next week.
Big
Well,
time.
the same night that Patty Clark was put in the Hall of Fame, so was Wilma and Leslie Henniger. And they were. This was the story that was written at the time. They were inducted because of their dedication to McMinnville's youth baseball and softball leagues. Their involvement spanned 25 years, including times when Leslie was president and Wilma was vice president. Wilma's quotes those nights, playing ball was really big back in those days. I remember one time I had 3 kids playing at 3 different fields at the same time. And also said the cup ball games that kids played on the side were just as intense as the games played inside the fence. I promise you, that is true. They'd use anything they could find for bases and and Crush Cup for baseball. Danny Martin also mentioned in that that everybody knows Doug Milner and what he does for the community. Well, they were like Doug Milner. They did so much and they gave so much to the community. Even the Hennigers, he said that there were a lot of times people didn't realize it, that the Hennigers were also paying entry fees and bought gloves for kids and athletes who couldn't afford it. So Roots for Success, I don't think that there's a lot of people that probably out there right now owe a lot to the Henniger family for what they did for Warren County sports. And I think, I mean, they're the example that we talk about all the time, showing that Warren County way of what we want to see from people. Don Lowry wanted to make a Ben Lomond Connect message boards. Volunteer hours that Wilma and Henniger put in helped thousands of kids. Great shout out.
And when you say volunteer hours, they're not being paid. I mean, 25
years, yeah.
25 years of saying this is what we want to do to help our county, our community, our city, and all the children. And when you're 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 years old, you don't see
don't
that.
realize.
You don't understand how this is happening. When you lose those top people, they're just very hard to replace, especially in today's times, because you don't, I don't want to say you don't have that sense of volunteerism, because there's a lot of people that still do, like Ann's and them. They're still doing a lot of things to help our community.
Yeah.
But when it comes to some sports and on the athletic field, that is something that's probably it's not as strong as it used to be. Man, what they did was it's just incredible. 25.
Yep.
25 years is it's hard to comprehend.
It's more, I mean, it's just something that you just do not see very often anymore, and it's one of the things. It's also one of the reasons why it's so special to continue to go out to the Midways and the Morrisons and the center towns, because you see some stories like that, and every community out there kind of has those kind of stories as well. All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick, but Connor, do you got some ready for us?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
Dub.
All right. Well, hey, listen, we're going to take a quick break
Can
on
we
the Warren
say who
County
it
Sports.
is?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, hey,
Shout out our artist.
little Johnny Iguana
Play
gonna,
Johnny
gonna play us
Iguana.
off and probably play us back in.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll
Our
be
buddy
right back.
Johnny Iguana.
And again, Prater's presenting sponsor of the Warren County Sports.
Stop breaking down. Little girl, please stop breaking down. Well, I don't believe you really, really love me. I think you like the way my music sounds. When I heard in the morning, about to break the day, I thought I heard my baby say, stop breaking down.
was sitting down laughing. Tears came rolling down. Oh, baby, hot dog woman.
Thanks for everybody listening and let us take a little bit of a break here. And again, too, want to thank Johnny Iguana.
Johnny Iguana.
Johnny Iguana.
Man,
I
he's
talked
out
to
there.
Johnny late last night, boys. I'm talking about.
You talking a little Johnny lately?
Yeah, Johnny and I were up late last night doing some discussions. Johnny was coming to town, and the rug's been pulled out from under Johnny. Woo!
Right out there again.
Johnny
Too.
was not aware of the
See,
rug being
frozen
pulled.
iguana.
Well, for the folks that are out there right now thinking, what the hell did I just get ourselves into? You just got yourself into the Warren County Sports Authority here from Studio 605. And again, we are presented by Prater's Barbecue. Give us about another hour, and Trev's going to be over there.
Yep, signing autographs.
Just signing autographs.
Yeah.
Eating ribs, probably.
Giving away his cards. Don't you got some cards?
Yeah, I got some
I thought
cards.
I thought you had cards.
Yeah, well, again, we've told people we had some people. We listened to our audience, and they listened to us, and they said they have to get that Sullins round of the week in around 6 o'clock. Well, hey, without further ado, we're going to get you to the Sullins round of the week, and it is sponsored by Supreme Building Products, locally owned and operated since what year, Trev? 1963.
I was gonna say 62.
I saw your head hurting already. So Supreme was a full-service retail, was and is a retail full-service retail lumber yard offering quality products at competitive prices. Trev, what do you need for that?
Benjamin Moore Paint.
Thank you. I appreciate
Dimensional
that.
lumber.
Yep.
God.
Doorknobs.
Doorknobs.
nails,
Nails.
screws. Gary Rankin last week, he said, I need workers. I don't
He's right.
I thought I could do it myself, but I guess not.
I will say this: I didn't know you could go to Supreme and hire workers.
I didn't either.
If you can, I may come over in the morning.
Yeah. Here's how you found out. Follow Reese's FYI Fridays for more information. Connor, please tell us what you got there.
They're in aisle 6.
All workers, all six. Workers, all six.
All right, guys. Again, you can follow Reese's FYI Fridays for the latest weekly specials, which are on Warren First. We're really appreciative. of
Oh,
Warren First.
very
Yeah.
appreciative of Warren First. We had a great time with Warren First today and last night. You know, Kelly doing a wonderful job.
Kelly has
She's
a-
actually a member of the press too. I don't know if anybody knew that.
Yeah, she is. Shop local, shop Supreme Building Products. We already have people in the Ben Lomond Connect saying, message board saying, over. I got the over-under set at 27 minutes.
He's like,
No, I'm
still take the over.
I'm gonna put it at 5 minutes, and I think we should take the way over. Clock ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over.
Clock
Going
ready?
over.
Camera ready? Let's go.
This episode probably needs to be named Johnny Iguana for this reason. Of course, yesterday afternoon, we start getting reports that a press release has came out, which kind of surprised myself and Jeff and then Lisa, because we actually consider ourselves kind of, well, I consider Jeff and Lisa members of the press, and I also consider somebody like Kelly member of the press with Warren First. Well, if you're going to send a press release out, please send it to everybody that actually is a member of the press.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I will say this in the defense of the young lady. Maybe she didn't understand that the Warren County way. Maybe she's new and just didn't understand it.
Yeah,
Okay? But Kelly's been around a while.
I agree.
She's been around a while. This press release comes out and says that we're now going to cancel a concert series in the fall that was supposed, I believe, it was supposed to begin August 22nd and run for 7 weeks.
Yep.
And I believe that artists were really kind of, I don't want to, well, first of all, they've not been paid. I'll say that. But they were lined up because a guy like Johnny Iguana, who I talked to last night, and I'll be honest, if you'd have told me last week that I'm going to be talking to Gary Rankin, I said, there ain't no way. And if you told me this week I was going to be talking to a guy like Johnny Iguana, I'd been saying, man, you're doing some really, really good drugs, okay? But hey, it happens. Hey, we go a lot of different directions with this deal, okay? And Johnny's coming out saying, hey, I've got my whole concert series ready to come, and I've got to change all my plans. And I talked to Connor a little bit about this today. And let's be honest, Johnny never said that he was Luke Combs. He didn't say that. He didn't say he was Justin Timberlake. He didn't say he was Bad Bunny. Okay, he was going to come to McMinnville and put on a concert during that series, and now he's had to change his whole plans. I would say there's probably 7 to 8 acts like that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I guess my crux of this, and then we're going to get started because this is going to last a little while. If you're going to put out information, give it to everybody that needs that information. Once you put it out to one person or one group, you almost are setting yourself up for, why didn't I get that? Now, we're not going to be your PR firm. We're not going to be the PR firm. I don't want to be a PR firm. That's not what journalism is about. But if you give us the information, I promise you we'll get it out in a timely manner. My problem with the PR press release, and Jeff has taught me this, when it comes to press release, that means it's supposed to go to every member of the press.
You would assume so.
Okay? He's also taught me that a press release is not supposed to be released by the person who actually says it's a press release.
For immediate release.
Yes, that's not supposed to happen. Okay? So I struggled when a press release came out and it immediately went behind a paywall. It was supposed to be for public consumption, if I'm not mistaken. Now maybe I'm wrong. Hey, and if that press release is worth that amount of money, that's great. Like I've said, you'll never have to worry about that with us. Where I get into a little bit of conflict of what I'm hearing today is, I think there's different messaging going on. I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face tonight. I don't think any money was ever misappropriated. I don't think any. So when I hear that nonsense, I think that's nonsense. I don't think anybody's taking any money. I don't think anything like that. What I'm saying is this has been a difficult situation for not myself, because there's been some guys come out and say it was a free concert. Well, so what? Your night on Thursday night will go on, but you've got people that in some ways, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong about this, this is their livelihoods, and you've affected that. Mm-hmm. And in somewhat shape, form, or fashion, I think somebody should have come out and said, I'm sorry. I really believe that. I'm sorry, we screwed up. Yep. That's what I think should have happened. Now, here's what I love about Coach Gary Rankin. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff.
Yep.
Coach Gary Rankin, he's really good when he's winning state titles. He was the same guy when he was 0-10. Hey, good leadership is the type of person that when it's tough, they'll stand up in front of that camera and say, hey, we screwed up. Yep. We made a mistake. Mm-hmm. Now we're probably going to get in the weeds. Well, no, we're not going to get in the weeds. We're going to get in the factual information. Like I said, I've said it before, boys, I don't whistle in the dark. So if you got, hey, come in the message board. We'll respond. We're going to respond. Let's go.
I appreciate that. Rant?
Yeah.
You got over 5 minutes?
Yeah. 5:50.
And again, too, I think he's just warming up.
Yeah.
Coach is absolutely right on that. The one thing, and this actually leads us right into, I think, a Take Your Medicine.
Tell me.
And before we get in there, we're going to tell you about who sponsors Take Your Medicine. That is Spencer Drug Company. If you're tired of being treated like just another number at the big chain pharmacies, and you need to make that short drive to Spencer Drug Company. If you need your prescriptions filled fast, they got you covered. If you need answers about your medications, they're right there to help. Spearheaded by Rhonda Barnes, Beth Kirby, and their great team, they make it easy and convenient to take care of your health. So whether you're in Sparta, McMinnville, Spencer, or anywhere nearby, take the drive and see the difference yourself. Spencer Drug Company, where service still matters. 120 College Street, 931-946-7900. Here's who needs to take your medicine. Anybody right now, and we're gonna have some names. Yeah. We're gonna bring them up there right now. That is Spider-Man memeing what's going on right now.
Yes,
we're all here. Who did it?
Who's on first?
Yeah,
What second?
I have
Who's third?
I have no use for that. I mean, there's a lot of finger pointing going on
Yep.
right now, but also it's everybody else is deflecting it. Why? Someone's got to step up and take their medicine right now. Somebody dropped the ball. Now it seems like it's getting very, very easy to say we're just going to start pointing at the person who can't point back.
Todd, okay, if that's where you're going, if there's one thing that's really irked me today.
Go ahead.
Today, if I'm not mistaken, is July 22nd.
Yes,
This came out July 21st, yesterday, probably around 3 p.m.
that's right.
Is that correct?
That's about.
There ain't no way, in my personal opinion, that you can sit there and tell me that a lady that resigned on December 5th, 2025, is responsible for this. If you want to back up, and run her over with a bus, feel free. But that woman resigned in December. Tell me from December to July who was in charge. And it can't be the young lady now that wrote the press release because she didn't get hired until about
middle of April.
middle of April. So from December to April, who was running it?
Yeah.
Also tell me how in the world, and maybe I'm wrong about this, you can say, and I'll let him talk about some figures, but we talk about a matching grant that we don't have the money for. At what point in time was there any, and correct me if I'm wrong, was there any fundraising that went on for this? Because in 2025, you had revenue of $309,313. There was contributions of $252,403. Tell me how in the world, and correct me if I'm wrong, how we couldn't have come up with that money. It was $14,000 in cash.
That's what it ended up being. That was the numbers that we found out today. And again, too, you can go to the Warren County Way right now. You can read about this. Here's the information. If you're over there and you're like, I don't know what they're going on about right now, can you please fill us in? There was a concert. If you were anywhere around Warren County, probably last September, fall. Sometime.
August, September, October?
Yeah, there was this gigantic push.
Oh, it was a push.
From my previous employer. We're right in the middle of, we're pushing this. McMinnville has to have this concert series. We're going to put it on at the lot over there. And we had to vote, and everybody was asked to vote.
Everybody.
You were asked to vote.
Absolutely.
I was asked to vote.
I think I went and voted.
We might have even had to say, "Hey, y'all should go vote on our show."
Yeah,
we were running on there.
I think we did.
That we were even like, "Hey, go over there and do that," and then again too. But it was going to be for a match grant.
Match grant.
Potentially for 3 years that you were going to be able to get a match grant for 3 years, and it was going to be up to $40,000. Well, we find out that today, and I'll give you straight to the source. You can go watch it. I've linked it in our story.
Yes.
Town Talk with Raven and Rob this morning. They talked about it, and Raven Young, who I believe at the time was the executive president of the board, not executive, just the president of the board of Main Street McMinnville, clears up some things. She said, it was $28,000.
That's what they got. They put in an application.
They put in an application for
$28,000.
For $28,000. Again, you can go on YouTube and watch this. You can go on the WBMC Facebook page. This is exactly what was said. They had put in an application process. The things that they were going to add up to was about $28,000. She also mentioned of that $28,000, half of it, $14,000, could be in kind.
Can you give our audience a definition of what in kind means?
Kind would have been like the city deciding we're not going to charge you for electricity or power for this concert. We will simply provide that and say that cost $1,000. That would have been in-kind payment for this. The stage and the lighting that that Main Street McMinnville just went in front of the county board and got $6,400 for. If they would have provided that could have been in-kind, stuff like that. And Raven said we had $14,000 covered. So we're not talking about $40,000 match. We're talking about $28,000 match. Well, we're not talking about $28,000 match. We're talking about $14,000 in match. And you threw out the figures from that. We didn't have it. And all of a sudden it becomes, well, We saw there was some misrepresentation, I believe was the word that was used by McMinnville Mayor Ryle Chastain on the Warren First Board that said that some of the things were misrepresented. They were misrepresented in December, in November. Nobody checked back up with this until August, but we're taking trips to California in the meantime to do that. And again, I have no problem with the fact that they were trying to follow through with it. Except for when you needed to follow through with it with a month to go, you find out we don't have $14,000. And I know people are sitting there like, that's not a small chunk of change. It's not. But when you have $314,000 of revenue from 2025, I think you probably could have found that $14,000. Did nobody ask?
Well, but here's the thing that, and I really like what Ryle Chastain did this morning. Kelly came out with some questions.
Yeah.
And Ryle answered those questions. Ryle said the city was involved in this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I think in the questions, basically Ryle says a former director, I think that would be the title,
Yeah.
Miss Flatt,
Yes.
who resigned in December, may have said some things, or may have said, hey, the city will take care of this, and the city said, no, we can't take care of that. If that's the case, then that went on back in December.
Yep.
Because she's no longer here.
When the question was presided in the Warren First 931 Facebook page, it was said, were financial, staffing, or operational concerns the deciding factor? Chastain answered, financial and staffing, previous MSM, Main Street Media, or Main Street McMinnville.
Whoa.
Let's not get,
Whoa,
yeah, that'll
whoa,
stir up.
whoa.
So, Main Street McMinnville director apparently misrepresented and spoke for city and passed along to the MSM board that the city did not agree to. So
It looks like the city said no.
the city basically said we're not in on this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, but when they were saying, well, there was no involvement. Well, it sounds like the city's a little bit of involvement.
It sounds like they'd have to be involved because you're doing it on city property. From my
Yeah,
understanding.
well, I mean, yeah, I can't. Well, this is a the city didn't stop this. Well, yeah, I get that. The city did not stop this, but the city wasn't involved in any of this. Well, they got to be a little bit involved because it's happening right in the middle of downtown. And if anybody knows, you basically have to go to the city to ask to use that area.
I mean, I said it tonight. If you don't think that you have to go to the city, I tell you what, next week we'll do our podcast from the lot or the hole, and let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
We're not going to ask any permission. How long does that last, Connor?
Not long. And I mean, we talked about it last year with the street closures.
Yeah.
If you got to close the street, that's a whole lot of hoopla.
A lot.
But here's the thing I think that gets overlooked in this. Okay, and I listened to what was said this morning, and I do not disagree with anything that Raven said.
Yep.
In this aspect. 14 in kind, 14 cash for us to get the 28 match.
Yep.
Okay? That 28 match can only go to artist. There was 7 weeks.
Yep.
I've got a piece of paper that says Johnny Iguana says mine was for 4,000. Well, last time I checked, 4,000 times 7 is 28,000. That was going to pay for the artist. Correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, you would know this. If that pays for the artist, what you're saying is that other 14 will pay for everything.
28.
That are when I say 14 cash
yeah.
and the in-kind,
yeah.
that other 28 will take care of 7 weeks. We all know that you can't run a concert like that with that amount of money, in my personal opinion. There was a lot more expenses, and she talked about that.
If you run the world's chintziest concert possible, yeah, you may be able to get away with it, but there's so many other hidden costs involved in trying to do any kind of live entertainment or music that.
Well, your operating budget for the week is about $4,000.
Yeah.
Because you're paying it's the match. You're paying $4,000 to the artist, and then you're collecting $4,000, which really, as we said, in kind is really probably more like $2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Each week. So what is it? Could you do it? Could you do it? Yes. did they do it? Well, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not doing it. And there's a lot of. I'm with Sullins. I think the one thing that take your medicine is I have to say, I have a hard time thinking that somebody who resigned this position 7 months ago somehow was super at fault of this or dropped the ball. I think in some aspects that there was a lot of people that potentially dropped the ball from the time we got this to the time we're in. And the more problem was, and you said this before, is the community wanted to know.
Yes.
Because you asked for their votes.
You asked for community support.
And this community said, we'll support it. And we supported it so much that we got it.
Yes.
And then you came back and said, we're not doing it.
But when
then you put it, and then you try to release it out where people can't. There's a majority of the same people that voted for it can't see it.
And I will totally agree what was said this morning. I do not believe any money has came from Levitt.
Right. I don't think so either.
But I would want to know if you've got some in kind who actually said, "Hey, we want to do this."
Yeah.
Did you raise any money? Did you get to 5,000? Did you get to 6? Did you get to $50? What did you raise to get to a match? Because what I'm gathering is this. I don't think that in any way, shape, form, or fashion, while I'm reading all this was ever going to take place.
Hard to imagine.
I think in January or February, if you really look at this, there was huge concerns back then.
If it was foobarred by somebody that hasn't been there since December, then yeah, this was never happening. If I have to take into consideration that somehow this happened, that somebody who has not been in communication for the last 7 months is the reason why this isn't working, then yeah, you're right. It probably never was going to work. Go ahead, Connor.
So, I mean, we all voted on this like last
fall, September, October. Yeah.
And we got it probably what? November?
No later than then, probably.
So the person that they're kind of resting some of the fault on who left in December would have only had a month to try to get everything ready for it.
Unless you're telling me that she had to submit the funding that day, and this is how it's happening.
I incredibly doubt.
But then all of a sudden we cancel it now in August or in July,
which you've had at least from if we got it in November.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
I mean, 14. I mean, I'm not saying 14,000 is just. I mean, I'm not. Don't ask me for it. I ain't got it.
Yeah, but
you're telling me you couldn't ask the data centers?
If you,
well,
they'll get us a stadium.
They build us a stadium.
Yeah, but where I'm going is would be this direction. When you're deciding that you have got to tell the community, and these are not popular conversations.
No.
This is the reason why they don't do it that way.
Okay,
but
that's the problem. Why do you not? Hey, leadership needs to stand up. That needed to be signed by every board member. Mm-hmm. It needed to be sent out. Mm-hmm. Somebody needed to be on a show like this, not a PR firm, and saying, "Here's where we're at." If you really wanted it, why in March did somebody not come out and say, "Hey, we're a little bit behind in funding.
Here's what we need."
Here's what we need. Mm-hmm. Have you heard any conversation about any of this until that press release came out?
No.
Everybody thought it was on go.
Yeah.
That's where I'm concerned about it, is at some point in time, you have to have the hard conversations. Yeah. Do I think it has a lot to do with they didn't have enough money? Absolutely. But I think this conversation should have been happening in January because you didn't have the money.
Yeah, well, we've talked about grants multiple times. Even when this was happening back then, we even brought this up. Everybody said, "Oh, we're going to get $120,000 for concerts." And first thing we said was, "We'll get 120 if we give 120."
That's what a match is called.
That's what a match grant was. Everybody was just thinking magically Levitt Foundation. Hey, I have no problem with Levitt Foundation. I think they've handled this as perfectly as they can. I don't even necessarily think that this is going to be something that's going to cause Warren County to not be able to use Levitt Foundation again. There's just something that happened where people just decided where money was supposed to be raised and it wasn't raised, and I think that at the end of the day, you can say, "Oh, that was someone didn't follow through." A lot of people, I don't think, followed through on this, and now all of a sudden, the only people that are going to be super affected by it when you have a PR firm that decide that goes and throw the cover of it is the people that wanted it in the first place. The people in the town that voted for it. They're the ones that are going to be affected because people are running PR for the people that actually dropped the ball.
I also struggle when I'm listening to this. You can't say that it didn't affect people. It did affect some people that's livelihoods are attached to this. We're not going to tout our own horn, but last week, 1 million people saw Warren County in the corner of Clips.
Yep.
Now, we're in the tourism, with our tourism directors and all those type things, and we've got the great the great rivers and all this type stuff. How many people of that 1 million looked at Warren County and said, "Hey, I wonder where that's at"?
Plenty. There was people that
Yeah,
were
they're
asking
asking.
it in the comment section.
they were
Where is
asking.
Warren County?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we did when I say we did free, hey, we're putting that out. People are looking,
Yeah.
and I think that it shines a pretty good light on what's going on. This is a black eye because the messaging, in my opinion, is totally different from the different factions. I don't think the city messaging is the same messaging as Main Street McMinnville right now. I really don't.
Yep. I agree with that. And that's where you got to avoid disaster, Trev.
Yeah, and you can avoid disaster with you don't fake a heart attack to avoid disaster. Call Adam Wood with Farm Bureau Insurance. He does it all in the insurance business. That's home, auto, life. Give Adam a call at 931-668-7075. Once again, that's 931-668-7075. Or stop in and see him at 6282 Manchester Highway.
Back
Trev,
to,
could I buy some insurance for like a canceled concert? Like, I think I'm gonna be there, but you know what I
we
mean?
can we can do event insurance.
Okay, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
good. Ben Lomond Cadet message board. This is why we can't have nice things. Preach it, says Warren first out there. Yeah, I don't. The avoiding disaster to me is you have to sometimes just you have to face the music.
Absolutely.
On this, and you have to answer that instead of just going out there and face the music. I didn't even know. Appreciate it.
It took you a minute.
You have to face the music on this because at the end of the day, nobody's going to lose their job over this, and nobody should.
Nobody should.
There are 7 bands that lost a gig, and that sucks for them, including our great friend, probably
Johnny!
the big friend of the program now, Johnny Iguana out there. It sucks for them, but no one's calling for anybody to lose their jobs. No one's calling. It irritates me to no end when you can't simply say somebody messed up and we're going to point that out, and all of a sudden it's like, well, they're just doing the best they can, or nobody really did this, or I'm like, yeah, somebody did.
Yeah.
Somebody did. And the easiest point about it, I mean, here's an avoiding disaster. Don't resign from a position and think that all of a sudden 7 months later you're in the clear, because you might get.
I really do feel for that lady.
I
right
feel
now.
ton-
I
I feel
feel
terrible.
for her. I just there's something about how that's just all transpired, and she's still here locally, and I do think at some point in time, from my understanding, she will have a comment or two.
Yeah,
on
the
this.
way to avoid disaster is instead of relying on one company to get the information out there, we really need to rely on all types of company, all types of media companies, and et cetera, and so forth, so we can thrive in this town, et cetera. So I make these an et cetera. That was the take your medicine portion of that. Yeah, that. Also, too, it really irritated me. And look, this goes back into the. I mean, I'm not trying to act like I'm like Johnny Journalist or Johnny Iguana or anything like that.
Johnny.
But it
Johnny
really
on the
irritates
spot.
me when I'm sitting there watching it today. And you know, Raven. I thought Raven did a really good job of explaining some nuts and bolts of what happened.
Yeah.
today. And then all of a sudden, it would have been great if that would have been in the statement. It'd have been great if you asked. You were the one that got the statement. Why didn't you ask it then?
Hey, I will say this: if you want to talk about journalism, look at who's actually asking the questions right now, and who's just basically said, "Here's a press release." Have at it.
PR
PR firms.
firms.
Hey, and how we know this? We were at the PR firm.
We
I,
did.
hey, I know how the PR firm works. We were there for a year.
Oh man, my blood pressure's going up. I can feel like
Hey,
I'm
get some-
about to
You gotta get some Diet Coke.
go.
Get some
from
Diet
Sonic.
Coke.
Trev, take it over. Take over, man.
just
What do
mainline
you,
it, Jeff.
You sit there. Trev literally gave us a wrap it up about 10
No, that
minutes
was
ago.
hey, just keep rolling, just not to me. Just I don't.
I did notice during my rant there was some signals going. I'm like, damn, I went 27 minutes or something.
I was telling him.
He was saying one key.
I was moving
one
cameras.
cam.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually gotten to the point now where I am noticing what camera we're on. I don't know if y'all picked that up yet. Have you?
No.
The red. You can see the. Can you see the red light
colorblind.
behind that one?
Colorblind.
Yeah. Trev can't see it.
Are you talking about the dark gray light that's in there?
How to get to my question? How to get to my question?
I apologize.
Yeah,
Trev.
you good?
There's a red light on
Been
the
dealing with
camera.
my whole
That
life.
if it pops up, then you know that's the camera that we're on. So yeah.
You can't see the red light.
I mean, I can see the light. I couldn't tell
I mean,
you.
I just didn't know like if
It does. Does it
I
look
didn't
any
know-
different than the white one that's on that one right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
Whatever
the
that
difference.
color is. to
Yeah.
you,
I didn't want to have to be the guy that says, "Hey, you can't drive anymore." 'cause
Yeah, I was
you
about to
can't see
say,
the red light,
Hey,
green light.
I know the positions. I know the positions.
Oh, mercy.
What we got? Where we going next?
I don't know. Ben Loman Connect message board. Barry Wanamaker says, "When does Jeff get a rant?"
Go-
Jeff
go-
rants
go-
every day, like
yeah.
a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yep. Simmons says
10:30 to 11:30, early in the morning.
We're gonna yes, very early in the morning. We will tell.
You're in a wife.
While I got a captive,
He said that the other day. Someone said, "Isn't 10:30 is not early yet?"
well, I actually have people listening to my show. I might need to let everybody know. Simmons
Hey,
says we're moving father and son up to Thursday. We have plenty of listeners.
Oh,
on
you
the
got
show.
hey, yeah, you've done
Yeah.
very well,
Doing really,
very
really
well.
well. I do appreciate everybody, but we are going to move father and son up to Thursday this week because we're playing a golf tournament, boys.
Oh, a little bit of
Yeah,
scramble.
Yeah,
let's
I don't. I mean, we can make this a see in the future. We got some other stuff for see in the future, but hey, we can also do this. What do we got up our sleeves on Friday? Well, before we tell you a little bit what we're going to be doing, then we'll tell you about Crabs Kubota.
Crabs. Kubota.
Crabs. Come on.
Are you ready to tackle any job in Middle Tennessee, from powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and construction to steel chainsaw? Krebs Kubota has what you need. Your dealer of choice for sales, service, and rentals. You can visit Krebs Kubota in Murfreesboro and experience the Krebs way. That's Krebs Kubota at 615-890-1200. You can also find them at KrebsKubota.com. Solons, thanks for coming back with the Krebs Kubota call. Last week, you ghosted us.
Yeah, that's
You
dirty,
ghosted
man.
us.
Well, I
You
mean,
wouldn't
bro,
Krebs call in
nah.
front
But
of
I
Gary Rankin.
couldn't.
He
I
was
couldn't do
too
that
cool,
I
man.
couldn't do that to Coach.
He was too cool.
He knows the show. He
Yeah.
watches the show,
He does
man.
watch
Hey,
the show.
hey,
He's probably watching right now.
I bet he was watching up to about 6 and said, "What the hell's this? I got to get out of here."
He was probably waiting. He's probably mad we didn't let him Krebs
Yeah.
I would love. He wanted the crib.
He
Oh,
did.
He wanted the
But then
crib.
you
Oh,
bailed.
he
You
wanted-
bailed.
He wanted the
He
crib.
wanted to get into a couple different times. My son?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
My son ain't touched it one time.
One time. But that's okay.
Well, but he is the center. But
There was a lot of debate about that. All right, see in the future. How are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this Friday? We're in the scramble. The team is who is the team?
I have
by
no
the way,
idea.
I'm not the
I think
team.
Blue,
Are you in?
Blue's
I've
playing.
not heard the first thing about it. I'm going to a concert Friday, boys. I didn't know.
Oh,
he's
okay, well,
not
Trev's
playing.
out.
Yeah,
So it sounds like it's me, you,
yeah.
Coach Blue,
Coach Blue,
and
never-
Ryan Williams.
Okay.
I never got asked anyway. So.
Big hitter.
where you going to concert?
Nashville.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Not
sure it's still
McMinnville.
going on?
Yeah, it is.
You might want to
I
check.
had to pay for it. It's going on.
Is it? Johnny Iguana leading it?
He is. He's
Is
the
he?
owner.
Opener. The iguana. That should be the name of this episode.
It is the name of this episode.
Johnny Iguana.
Johnny Iguana.
Yeah. So it's myself, you, Blue,
Yeah.
and Ryan Williams, who will at least get us off the tee. He did confirm that he could play.
How will we do? We're going to be mid-back at best.
I hope
We're
it's
having a lot of fun.
I hope it's an automatic par.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at least we'll shoot even on there. This is the the Pioneer Football?
Pioneer
Yep.
football.
I don't know if they still have openings, but if they do,
They
you can
do.
contact the
Football
Big Devil Country
time
Club.
in Tennessee.
We'll be teeing off at 9 a.m. So I will not be doing the Simmons Says on Friday. I'll actually be playing golf. Sullivan's made me, folks. He made me play on this.
Well, we're just hoping he gets there by 9.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
I'm not. I'll get there at 9. That's not a problem. I'm just hoping it's not hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Because it's going to be super hot by
it's
about the
gonna be hot.
13th hole. I'm going to be like, all right, boys.
It's gonna be
Y'all
hot.
got this.
Go ahead, McKay.
July.
Diet Coke in the back,
It's
boy.
July, and he's like, I hope it's not hot.
Hey, Sonic DoorDash
How
on to the 9th.
I'm talking about, I
Yeah.
don't want it to be 2 weeks ago when the heat index.
Yeah.
For Jeff, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just talking about, like, I don't want it to be heat index of 110 like it was 2 weeks ago. If it's in the 80s or 90s, I'll think I'll live.
You'll get like 107.
I think you'll live.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hole 15, 16 over there, it's a sauna when the
Hey, y'all be
humidity's
y'all
over
be just watching the Warren County Way for about 11:30. If we have to put a press release out that says "Man down,
Man down.
man down,
Man
Fat
down on hole
attack.
5.
man down on 5,
The fat
Hey, good thing
attacks
that's
got
right there
him.
by the highway. The ambulance just.
man down."
I was watching a podcast where they were talking about that, where everybody was like, they try to say, oh, it was heat exhaust, and it's like, no, you're fat. It got you, and I'm like, that dude's talking way too much about me on that. Also, too, though, more that we were going to get on to see in the future when it comes down to this is we have 2 gigantic
huge.
shows coming up in the next 2 weeks, and Coach, you made a bold prediction. See in the future.
You did.
What do you
Oh.
think? What do you see for next week when we bring in Patty Clark?
I personally think Patty Clark will be the most viewed entire episode. I'm not talking about reels and those type things. I think that she is fixing to do numbers in ways that we've never seen numbers. Now, I am gonna gloat a little bit about this.
Go ahead.
So and Trev knows where I'm going. I said, hey, we're gonna get Coach Bobby Luna. Of course, you 2 guys, hey, that's great. Coach Luna's gonna do a great job.
Throwing us under the
I
bus.
basically said Patty Clark will do numbers, and these 2 guys. It's not that they disagree,
It was crickets.
but they cricketed me.
It's like you and Krebs Kubota.
Yeah, they kind of said nah. Well, they didn't say no. They just said we'll trust you, which means he doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. And I said, as soon as you put this out, I said the dance mafia
Beep, beep.
is going to go crazy. And the dance mafia, hey, the dance moms and those legends from way back, hey, they were hitting that like and share button. And I'm telling you, next week's show. And then I'm going to caution you because, y'all, Patty is such a nice lady. I mean, she is. But as far as coaches, she is the Gary Rankin of dance team coaches. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a time she's going to turn up the volume. And Trail's going to be like, oh, know about that. I don't know about that. We're ready. I am fired up.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm fired up.
I can't tell you how many times he's rubbed that in since we posted it.
Well, but I think we're bringing a different clientele.
We are.
A different, different viewership's
We are.
coming.
I will say this: anybody that's over there that has been liking that and sharing that, we appreciate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Patty Clark was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2017.
She's already
It
in
didn't
the
just
Hall of-
happen. Just so you know.
We're not bringing her on to give the award.
Yeah, we're not going to bring her on to do that. We are just going to simply talk about her Hall of Fame career. So that now, if you're only congratulating her for being able to make it onto the Warren County Sports Authority show, well, I appreciate that. Josh Winfrey just said the next 2 shows will be the most viewed podcast we've seen in the Ben Lomond Connect message board. All I ask is y'all don't stop her at 7 if she is still going. Yeah. We did get a little bit of.
Here's
we
what-
heard some feelings last because I think people thought Gary Rankin was ready to go for another 2 hours.
He was.
I think he was.
Oh, I think he was.
He was just getting started.
Here's what's funny about Patty. I reached out and said, "Hey, come on the show." And I said it's from 5 to 7. She said, "People won't want to listen after about 45 minutes to an hour."
I think
Well,
they
we
do.
found out pretty
I think
quick
they
that they're going to be hanging on every word. And I think when she comes in here, she's going to be just like Coach Rankin. She's going to command the room, and we're going to let her go. And we will let her, like the Krebs call.
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
Patty Clark.
So
with the
you're going to do it next week.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll never let you down again like that, Trey.
Thanks.
I apologize.
Thanks.
See, that really hurts your feelings.
It really,
really
did.
bothered
It
you,
really
didn't
did. It really did.
We're a team.
Krebs pays good money for that.
He actually does.
He really does.
He really does.
He really does. And I think he actually does like it from everything.
He
I
does.
Yeah, he
I
does.
still
You
like-
started it.
Yes. You started it.
Yeah.
Simmons started it.
Who got Krebs here?
Oh, he started that. There's no doubt
Oh,
there.
yeah. We remember Krebs. Remember?
Yeah.
He wants to pay what? That's way too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, you
What?
want me to give the money back?
We'll keep it. Don't
We'll
worry
keep
about it. I'll give you that. I'll give you the extra. What's up?
There's no such thing as too much, only too little.
We didn't know how to code it.
Oh.
I just coded it right in the checking account. Pretty simple.
How do we bill it? I don't.
He didn't sign a contract. How?
I don't care. We have a check.
Give me the contract. I'll sign it.
They may be the same people running Bay Street McMinnville. I don't know.
Before we get
Somewhere up there.
before we get into who's locked in this week, let's talk about the people who make sure you're never stuck on the outside looking in. That's the Locked In segment sponsor, The Lock Shop, right here in McMinnville. Whether you're dealing with your home, your business, or your vehicle, these are the folks you can call when you need fast, reliable help. They've been your hometown locksmith since 1996. They're bonded, certified, and licensed, so you know they're getting the job done right. Give them a call at 473-4216. That's right, 473-4216, and let The Lock Shop get you back in. Well, guys, we saw who locked in this past week, and it's over. We can be done with this. We only had to do this for a couple minutes. Spain locked in.
Oh, Spain locked in.
Spain locked in.
Took
They
them 100. Took them 117 minutes, but they locked in.
Travis giving Spain crap for winning the World Cup.
I mean, good for them, but golly.
What, you want more scoring, Trav?
Yeah, 6-4 in the England France game was a lot better.
Here we
Hey,
go.
it's like that when they don't carry, it's a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Locked in. And again, too, this was another one. And actually, Josh Winfrey hit on the locked in that Sullins wanted, which was former Pioneerettes,
Yes.
dance moms,
Yep.
Come on.
everybody. Lock
Come
in.
on.
We need y'all to lock in. We know you're already locked in.
And hammer
Lock
it.
in. Come in
Yeah.
and
Yes.
get those stories ready.
Yes, because
Send them now so we already have them.
yes, because let's be honest, we're probably not we're not experts when it comes to dance.
See, this is what this is the only reason I've said this 100 times when you were bringing it up. I was like, I have no problem. I said, I think Patty Clark would be great at this. I said, I'm going to be terrible at interviewing.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about dancing. Y'all dance, huh? I mean, like, my dad was like, well, tell her, that your aunt danced for him. I'm like, okay, that's one question. I need 10 more.
Hey,
We got 15 segments on this show.
That's one question. Now we've only got an hour and 59 minutes to cover.
Just gonna say, well, my aunt danced for you. She's gonna say, "Yep."
Oh, the best one's good. The
She
best
wanted
one's
to
good.
say-
Like, who?
Yeah.
Like, dang, Jimmy.
I've got some legit questions though. I've done some research. I've got some questions for.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the Spain deal just a little bit.
Go ahead.
They were a better team.
Yeah.
You kind of saw that early on.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of been brought up, and this is going to upset some of our baseball guys. Okay,
Ooh.
it's going to upset some baseball guys.
Yeah.
I'm from a generation that soccer was not a big three. It just wasn't. It was baseball, basketball, and football. Colin Coward a couple weeks ago brings up a comment, or he brings up a interesting point. And I saw this Sunday during the World Cup. That's the only sport that probably can do that. Now, they can't do that every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're not going to see that in an MLS game in Nashville. But that was a worldwide phenomenon. Agree?
100%. I watched a soccer game. It had to be something.
And hey, and I was tuned into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
Okay. At what point, my generation, we're on the back nine. You got that younger generation that's got the Messis and the Ronaldos, and they're really involved in this, and they're involved in the Instagram and all these type things. And the amount of money that's bringing in now. At what point does soccer take over when it comes to baseball in the summer as far as the sport that
It's close.
I think it's closer than we realize.
Yeah, it's definitely close.
What's your take?
I think the question has to be, when does it take over in the United States? Because you could make an argument right now. It's already taken over.
Oh, I think it's already
globally.
taken over. I'm talking about in the United States.
You could make an argument that within. I think the thing that's going to happen is the men's team's going to have to win or be in the Final Four type stuff.
Okay.
But for that, the moment that happens, I think it'll get more and more. But also too, the MLS is going to have to take another step up.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's not anything
I would agree.
even close to what I mean. Like when you think of Major League Baseball, look, I know they have leagues in Japan that are very competitive all around the country or around the world, but the Major League Baseball is the most competitive league. until we have a super competitive league in the United States, I don't think anybody's going to say we're going to keep watching the Euro Cup and the Euro
Okay,
Leagues and
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
the Premier League. Sorry, I
One
apologize.
one thing I think
Euro
that
Cup.
also really has to happen when you talk about the MLS, I think when you're talking about America soccer, when you're talking about the U.S. national team,
Yep.
you've got to find a face of that.
Yeah.
And what I mean by face of, hey, there's going to be guys in this message board. Palumbo's going to know all the soccer guys.
Yeah.
The general fan
Yeah.
probably couldn't name 5 U.S. soccer players in the next 2 weeks. When does the United States? I'm not going to say a Messi, but a guy that these kids are walking around with that jersey on.
Yeah.
Like you saw some kids
Yeah.
walking around with Ronaldo and Messi and those type of things. If that happens,
It's
I
quicker.
think it's closer than what we realize.
For sure. But I mean, going back to what Colin Cowherd said, and I hate that I agree because I'm not a huge. And he talked about, the soccer. It's not a baseball. You got to have all this equipment and this $800 bat and this glove and 57 elbow pads. And soccer, you just go play, and you don't have to be an athletic specimen to play soccer. Really, you can be a 5'9" white kid. So there's a lot more.
What's wrong with 5'9" white kids?
You're just not. That's what I was. You're not the cream of the crop athletically.
Okay.
The average American can go play soccer and not have to be the top of the top. So I think it is definitely quicker. I don't know if Pulisic is the guy you're talking about as far as people are going to be wearing. I don't think he's that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who the next guy is because I don't know who's coming up. But I definitely think it will happen sooner rather than later.
I'll give you another reason I think it takes place. When you go to a baseball game, when do you know it ends? How long are you gonna be there?
Until it's done. Until
Yeah.
the ninth inning will be on.
I mean, honestly, you could go to a baseball game and it lasts 3.5,
4
4
or
hours.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing you got to give soccer is this: in today's times, attention span is pretty short.
Yeah.
You know pretty much when it's going to end.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, you're 88 and out the gate.
Yep.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Because me going to Atlanta and saying I could stay there for a 4.5 hour marathon, and hey, let's be honest, baseball's tried to.
They're trying.
They're trying that with a pitch clock and all those things.
Still.
But still, it could take a long time. Attention spans are something that are not the way they used to be. I think that's bigger than what people realize.
For sure.
Again, too. Connor's got his mic. What you got, Connor?
I kind of agree with what Solons is saying as far as, like, I think Major League Baseball has been kind of seeing that come up, and they're trying to figure out a way to quicken that game up a little bit. Yeah.
Yep.
The other strategy that they're not thinking about.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go. Everybody buckle up.
Yeah. Go on.
Connor's about to say something
Get
crazy.
your earmuffs.
Beer and baseball.
Beer and baseball.
Cut prices by half of each beer sold at each stadium.
I'm in.
$4 beers.
You got to cut. They've already started cutting people off in like the 7th inning. You got to
Yeah.
start cutting them off in the 3rd inning if you do that.
Nah. Hey, give everybody a little bump. Keep them going.
All right, I'm
They'll
out.
be
I'm
there.
out. I was in. I'm out.
Back to. I have no words for that. I appreciate
It'll
it.
work.
Thank you, Connor. One last thing that I want to point out before we get into the McCorkle random questions is as we said, we've gotten messages from everybody wherever. This just popped in on Studio 605's Facebook page from a listener says, I haven't listened to the whole interview, but I gotta say that my brother and I played for Gary Rankin before he left Riverdale, and I don't think he said as much in those 7 years as he did in this interview. He is the best though. So I mean, I don't think that I still am kind of bombarded about how we got that.
You kind of in awe hearing all the stuff that we've heard like that, and then the comments, and I mean it's just been awesome.
Well, the one thing I tried to go back and look is like he had to have done something like this before. I'm like, he
think
might
he
not
has.
have. Also, too, we need to thank our sponsor for the apparel.
The
I mean,
apparel.
has
That's a good
anybody
look.
noticed?
That's a good looking
That
hat.
our boy
C-Dub.
over here, C-Dub,
C4.
is repping the Warren
Got
County
his
Sports
Warren County
Authority shirt.
sports shirt.
Yeah, we're going to have to put him on camera before the night's over and let everybody know.
we get
Look,
a
C-Dub
C-Dub
model.
Gotta love our boys. Chisholm. Hey, I see him. He's got some middle school attire out. Looks like some kids on the football field
Yeah.
wearing that. Chisholm does just a wonderful job
He
of
does.
outfitting all teams in this industry. He's been with Boyd, Warren County.
Yeah.
You name it. You got a team that needs some apparel. Call our buddy Jeff Chisholm. At C4 Apparel.
This
He
was
will
actually-
treat you right.
That's a C4, if I'm not mistaken on that. Again, too, last thing that one of the last things that we want to get to is the random questions by McCorkle Landscaping. Trev, you got yours ready to go?
I do.
Do you? Sometimes you're gonna bring the
I thought of it on the way over here.
Oh, well, I'm glad you spent a long time about it. Is your yard ready for a makeover? Let McCorkle Landscaping bring your outdoor vision to life. Owned and operated by Mitchell McCorkle, the local landscaping expert, offers everything from nursery services and custom landscaping to retaining walls, irrigation systems, and full hardscape designs. Big job or small, residential or commercial, McCorkle Landscaping is your go-to team for reliable quality results. You can call them today, 931-212-5174. Again, that's 931-212-5174. McCorkle Landscaping, digging deep to build your dream outdoors. Said in the comment section he's going to have us a video ad ready for this next week.
He did.
Yeah, good, because I keep dropping the ball and trying to get it out
Yeah.
there. We will happen.
Yeah, yeah.
We will make this happen. I promise you on that. Trev.
All right, my question. I thought of it when I was thinking of my power broker, because thinking about back to school.
Yep.
Back to school shopping. All right. Do you have a story where you got some thing of clothing? You're like, man, that's it.
Man.
So I'll tell my story. I'm colorblind. My dad's also colorblind. So I needed some new shoes. We went over to Hibbett's before school. I'm like, yeah, I see these Kobe's. I'm like, Dad, these are it. They were on sale. And he's like, on sale? All right. I'm like, they're blue and white. He's like, yeah. Well, get them. Fit good, Coach. I mean, they were nice. I get to school. Whenever you start, I'm like, hey, man, look at these blue and white Kobe's. My buddy Christian, he said, nah, man. He said, those are purple.
Oh man.
Yeah, the purple and white gold.
So have you ever had something like that? Or, I mean, y'all aren't colorblind, so I that. But
No.
where you school shopping, you thought you had, and like, all right, yeah, this is it, and then no, it ain't it.
I definitely had something like that. I think I was in going into 6th grade, going into middle school,
Oh, yes.
and my mom goes and picks up stuff, and I think I got something from the Gap, and then I didn't realize that kids these days they had a couple of different ways of what Gap could stand for. GAP. Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but I wear a hoodie that says Gap, and they said it, and I was like, I never wore it again.
You were not a Gap model after that?
Never again.
No, he wouldn't.
I thought, like, man, I went to the Gap, I got this nice hoodie, and someone called me out on it. I was like, never again. I was not doing it. I never wore that hoodie again, ever. I thought it fit good. I thought I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
This is probably a story I've never told, but as soon as you said that, Trev, I thought, yep, this is going to work. 6th grade at Northside, okay? We're going into Miss Eileen Souther's class, and there was about 3 classes that you wanted to be a part of, okay? And we didn't have it like you guys had it back. You didn't have the phone.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff. So
found
there
out
was
when you got to school.
Yeah, there was times you didn't. You may not seen some of your buddies all summer. I mean, we played a lot of ball and those type of things, but I'll never forget. My mom and dad, or my dad was not a guy that was going to go back to school shopping.
Yeah, no.
Okay. For some reason, he decides one Saturday he's going to take me down to Hickory. Hickory Hollow used to be the place
spot.
where legends were outfitted. And I got me a pair of black parachute pants. And had this shirt. And man, I'm telling you, Trev, I thought I was rolling in a high cotton. And then got me a punk haircut.
There
which
we go.
Stuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all my buddies, I'll never forget, on the first day of school, I'm walking in and those parachute pants are, they're making that sound, that wish, 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 wish. And my buddies were all in jeans, and like Mike Smith and Todd Sauer and John Elliott and them, they looked at me like, who the hell are you? And I don't think they talked to me for 2 weeks. I had to go back to the old school, but I'll never forget, you walk in and you're feeling good. And she thought, man, this is not what I thought was going to happen. So,
No,
yeah.
I've been there.
Yep.
We want a pic. I feel like you've told this story about parachute pants once before. Maybe not that one.
Okay.
But a different pair, maybe another time, or maybe it was that one.
I think
There was a picture.
there is a picture floating around.
We will
got
pay
it.
money for that
We
picture.
will.
There is a
Some of us
picture.
will pay you more money
yes.
to delete to destroy it. But again,
The parachute pants. Yes.
great people, says Jason Jones in the Ben Loma Connect message board.
I'll match your money, Jeff.
We'll match. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll
yeah,
be-
it's a match grant.
Yeah, it's a match grab for that picture. Just make sure you have it.
I already asked my McCorkle landscaping question to y'all this week, but you've brought it up over and over about my Sonic habit when everything was on there. Franklin Fisher said, "Didn't you wear those pants to my class once?"
No, I never wore them in high school.
Yeah.
Never. No.
I asked y'all this week, tougher for y'all or for me? I have to spend a week eating and drinking your diet, or y'all have to eat and drink on the diet that I sustain on a weekly basis. Who crashes out first? Y'all trying to be me?
There is no
me trying to be y'all.
There's no way that
No
I'm
way.
doing Jeff Simmons' diet. I mean, he drinks 200 ounces of diet.
Yeah.
First of all, I hate that. There's no.
If you could pick the soda, but you still had to drink the volume.
Yeah, no, I think.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. It would be tough for you though, because like when I drink a day, I drink a cup of coffee,
Yeah. Oof.
a bottle of water, and a diet sundrop.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be tough. I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah. He's
What kind of coffee?
He's all about hydration, man.
Yeah, I'm all about hydration. I got 200
French,
ounces.
French vanilla.
Oh, French vanilla?
Yeah, I'm not.
There's
a black-
nothing vanilla about French vanilla.
I'm not drinking black coffee. Man.
Folks just out there, we might need it.
Oh,
Hey,
come-
there's coffee shops
Yeah,
everywhere. here.
everywhere,
We need
Blue.
a sponsor.
Hey,
Yeah,
get on
Me and
here.
Connor had this debate. I think
Yeah.
Connor's might be the worst.
What
Oh
you
yeah.
got?
Yeah.
So it's got to be.
Bush lighting cigarettes?
No, listen to what he drinks in the morning.
So normally I start off with like, a coffee plus 2 energy drinks,
Jesus.
and then that's how you start.
Yeah.
And then around noon, it's like a piece of bread and more energy drink,
a piece of bread.
Bread.
and then water,
2 pre-workouts.
and then 2 pre-workouts during my afternoon shows.
And
What
then
the
Oh yeah, and then like to calm down, it's like normally about like 3 beers.
yeah. I'll tell you, that one might be worse than this
I
one.
think Sullivan just tried that diet to start a truck. Like,
Hey, go over and get,
Throw 3 Monster Energy drinks in it.
not getting any fuel. Put this in the filter, it'll work.
get a Red Bull.
I really think my heart explodes if I try to drink all the
100%.
between the energy drinks and the pre-workouts and everything that Connor was talking about. And then he was like, "Yeah, I eat like a piece of bread, a little bit of meat and cheese." I'm like,
Piece
what,
of
I don't
bread.
know,
What do you
man.
have for lunch? Piece of bread.
Now I did. Now I'm not going to get into what I told Connor, but I did tell him Sunday night. I'm like, none of y'all could eat like I could eat.
When we started doing the calculations on that,
It was 5,000 calories.
literally everything that
A
he was
day?
listing off. No.
It was a sitting.
Sit.
Jeez.
Yeah, don't even
It
worry
started to
about it.
make me
Solomon,
feel
what's
slightly nauseous.
your- Me and Connor were. I was like, yeah, this was crazy. Solomon, go ahead.
Last question before we end it.
Yep.
We had Rankin on. We got Coach Luna. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's the person that you want to come on this show?
I reached out to him. Put feelers out last week for it. I think if you bring Coach Gary Rankin in there, then I think that the logical explanation or the next one for us would be, especially
Creasy.
football, is Creasy.
Okay, so you want Creasy.
I want Creasy on the show because it also puts back into a little bit of that Warren County connection. Kevin Creasy coached it. This is the thing that continuously happens here. is we start finding out we had these guys in town.
Yeah.
I want Kevin Creasy on, and I think
Okay.
that we can make that happen. I think that's going to happen at some point.
Coach Mitchell.
You want Mitch on?
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch would be
You want
good.
Mitch?
Yeah,
He'd be
I want to see y'all get that would do good.
Go-
That'd almost be
Yeah.
better for them to just do their show by
No
themselves,
dount,
like a
but-
Simmons Says style. Sit down in the nice chairs and
Yeah.
go.
No, yeah, I think Coach Mitch coming on would be, but I would want it to be like Mitch, like not super serious.
Yeah, no doubt.
You
I want to bring on somebody like Penny Hardaway.
You want another National Sports Hall of Famer? He's another one in the Tennessee National Hospital. That'd be awesome.
I've looked at that list and I'm thinking, I think that would. The concern is, would he open up?
We can travel.
Yeah, that's
Fish-
another thing.
Fish said get Coach Donnelly.
Donnie would be great.
Our doors open.
Yeah.
Fish, you can get us if you can get him here. We'll let you
Rick-
sit in on it.
Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes would be great.
Y'all are missing out on
Dodge, there's another. Josh Winford brought up another one, and I think that's another one.
Well,
that'll
there's
be, maybe there.
well, Winfrey, you could be on to something there.
Both of them, perhaps. 2 of the 4 guys in the Mount Rushmore of Tennessee high school football with Warren County ties. Yep, Isaiah Grayson, you're absolutely
It's
right.
tough. Man.
Absolutely.
Guys, we're wrapping it up. Appreciate everybody. We'll
Yes.
be back next Wednesday. Connor, what you got, man?
You're missing the best one,
What's that?
Pam Rogers.
Ha!
Talk about views, and she's on a list. I think multiple.
We'll be back on the Warren County Sports Show. Presenting sponsor, Prater's Barbecue. We'll see y'all next week.